Hello and welcome back to One Trainer vs. the World Season 5, where Adobe Premiere is being stupid on me and refusing to sync up the video with the audio on this particular part of the video, so I'm just going to fast forward and summarize through this part. I caught a clink and a basculin. That's basically all of interest that happened. So you know how last time there was that one part where Charge Beam did the exact same to that opponent Zubat twice in a row despite the fact that the Zubat had used Amnesia in between? I figured out what was up with that. It's called Unaware. Ignores any stat changes in the Pokémon. So Cotton Bat just flat out didn't care that my opponent had boosted its defense. Though, this brings about a bit of an annoying realization. Tomoko did not have to die. Cotton Bat would have been able to deal with that Swoobat just fine. F. Oh, shaking grass. I'm just going to go get that. On second thought, maybe I shouldn't. I'm already very close to the next level limit. So, yeah. And one thing I definitely should do is attach an XP share to Irene. Because, I mean, she needs to get up to par. Not that she's going to be doing anything in the next gym, because the next gym is ice types. But, still, she needs some power. Also, the new and improved Hogan needs to see some use. Oh, I don't like how this place is set up. You know what? I'm just going to test the new and improved Hogan on you, Zeb Striker. Now, Hogan, you no longer have that move that works better on the weight difference, so just use Flame Charge. Right, and now he might outspeed. So, yes, indeed. Time to get burned by this burning hog whose name is Hogan. And again, that pun was in fact accidental. I did not even realize that, wait a minute, hog, as in pigs, it's perfect. That is not a thing I realized. But then again, I've mentioned that before in text while talking about other stuff in the episode. Anyway, it's time to move on to the next area, where I already know what it is I'm going to be getting, because I've taken a look at the potential encounters and, oh, first there's going to be this guy. So, I'm just going to wait to finish that thought until after I've beaten this guy. Right, as I was saying, I've taken a look at the encounter rates around here and found that there really isn't much of a chance at all at finding something interesting by running around. So, what I'm going to do is wait for a dust cloud. Oh, stuff is going on here. Oh, Vega. What a surprise, seeing you here while I was inspecting Twist Mountain. The two of you seem a bit more rugged than the last time I saw you. A little bit, anyway. Is that so? By the by, you folks seen that Team Plasma crowd lately? After all the trouble, we gym leaders met up and had a chat. But we got no clue where they are. It's like they're hiding under a rock. Well, not much to do but wait for them to move. Anywho, this is none of your business. Squirts like the two of you should just enjoy traveling with your Pokemon. Twist Mountain's a fine place to explore. You'll have some fun if you just leave this here path. Well, better you just see it for yourselves instead of listening to me yammer. You seeing you, Sprouts? Feel free to strain yourself in my mountain for as long as you like. And him mentioning that it's his mountain. That actually kind of foreshadows what I will be encountering here. Again, since I'm using a repel, it's a done deal. As long as I don't just find stuff instead. Though it occurs to me, the thing that's coming up, Hogan is a bad choice. Actually, even Komori might be a bit of a bad choice, but no, that's still the wrong thing. Give me the thing. Also, the Spyro music again. Nice! Granted, when I first played the game, it was actually in this area that I noticed it. I don't know, maybe I was playing with the sound off when I did the cold storage or something. Oh, come on! No, I don't need a pretty wing. I just need a dust cloud, which actually contains a Pokémon. Took you long enough, didn't it? And here we have it. The pre-evolution to the dreaded Excadrill, which admittedly wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it would. But again, if I hadn't been able to take it out as quickly as I did, it would have been terrifying, because of the move that it's using right now! Boosting both its attack and its accuracy, making it so that its already absurdly high attack stat would be even more absurd, and furthermore, making it so that it couldn't miss. It was a bad combination. However, this dude shall be a great asset to my team, I believe. And I'm pretty sure by now I'm almost guaranteed the catch. Indeed, the catch has been gotten. So, it's going to evolve into the invincible Excadrill of ultimate evilness. Death Drill! Now, actually, I'm kind of injured, so I'm going to go and heal up. And then, after that, I could actually explore Twist Mountain and see if something awesome will happen there. Not that I really expect anything awesome to happen there, but that is what I will do now. Also, I'm going to keep the repels going, because as I was just saying, I'm already nearing the level limit, so I should keep the battles to a minimum at this point. Well, I saw an item over there. Maybe it will be an awesome one. Sufficient. What? But you were up against a firefighting type! Why would you do that? In that case, do I have something else that can inflict devastating damage on it? Well, Paola can inflict sufficient damage on it while resisting a rock slide. So, yeah, better idea than keeping Cotton Bat in to be killed. I mean, granted, rock moves would still have neutral effect on a firefighting type, but if so, why wouldn't you go for a stab move, which has higher accuracy? Because Rock Slide is not a very reliable attack, because rock type moves in general aren't very reliable. There was a thread on the Nuzlocke forum about making your own Pokemon attacks. I suggested generally solid physical rock move. It would have 80 base power and deal. Yeah, it would have 80 base power, 100% accuracy, and no other particular effects. Just because there is a serious lack of reliable physical rock moves in this game. They're either inaccurate, or their damage output is crap. And that is very annoying. Seriously, why would you do that, Game Freak? I was about to say just Game, but Game Freak obviously makes more sense. Go away, Ace Trainer. I'm trying to avoid battles right now. Ah well, at least you attacked me with an ice cream. I don't think this ice cream is going to be a lot of trouble for Hogan. I was correct. Now send out something else that will also not be a big problem for Hogan. You didn't listen. You sent out something that is in fact a big problem for Hogan. I was about to say I don't have any good psychic encounters anymore, but I do have Komuri, so I guess I do have a good psychic counter. That could be a problem. A problem. Troublesome. Whatever word you want to use. Depending on what comes out next. If what comes out next is something super devastating. It's another psychic type. That is not super devastating. Well, for an ace trainer, you weren't really all that strong. Now then, since that was a dead end, I'm going to continue this way. Oh, for goodness sakes, I was trying to avoid you! Do you not get that I am trying to not have battles right now? Because battles at this point are actually a bit of a problem for me. Not that I'm actually in danger of losing them, but I'd rather avoid them so that I don't have to deal with accidentally overleveling. Switching into Paola. Okay, this is a Pokemon that I want to take out in one fell swoop. Okay, this is a Pokemon that I very much want to take out in one fell swoop. Surf. Hopefully it'll be enough. I don't think this thing has good special defense. But apparently I was wrong. Please don't be devastating, please don't be devastating, please don't be devastating. That was about as devastating as it could be. Now how is she going to get reunited with her dear husband Orson? You bastard! Ugh. And now I gotta think of what kind of new water types I should bring in. Now, can I at least make it through this mountain while not having a ton of more battles that I'd rather avoid, wherein I lose even more useful teammates? On the bright side, I suppose Paola's use had kind of run out. A bit, maybe. Except not really, because she was just an all-around reliable teammate who had just reached her final form. Okay, there is no bright side. That just sucks! Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I had been doing far too well in the early stages of this game. Sooner or later, they were going to have to start kicking my ass. Oh, F you! Seriously! Trying to avoid battles here, and then you just spring out of absolutely effing nowhere! With an Excadrill! Fuck off! Oh well, on the bright side, actually, Excadrill is weak to both fire and fighting, so I can probably deal with it. Especially seeing how I'm faster. And Excadrill doesn't really have that good defense. The problem is just that it has so many freaking resistances! Specifically, it has 9 resistances and 2 immunities. So, yeah. Only, like, less than half of the moves in the game do even neutral damage to it. Also, I think I just heard my phone vibrate. Meh, I'll take a look at whatever that mail was later. It's probably not important. Also, suddenly the sun has set. It's probably to make things more tragic after the death of my dear friend. Hiker, Can I avoid him? It appears... No! I cannot. I'm gonna heal up Cotton Bat and put him at the front. I mean, I already put him at the front, so I got the order of that wrong. One good thing, I suppose, at least, is that I can't waste TMs in this game because they are reusable. But still... Of course, I had been thinking that maybe Paola would be useful against, like, the Dragon Gym, but she wouldn't learn any ice moves by that point, so actually she would be kind of bad against the Dragon Gym. On the other hand, I have something else that could deal with that Dragon Gym, and his name is Death Drill. So he's joining my party later. Wait, that might have been a dumb switch, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, both of them are weak to rock. At the same time, there is a significant level difference. I'm probably fine. Especially now that I can hit with my very powerful Leaf Blade. Though, Boldor is only regular weak to Oh my effing god! It has 100% accuracy. She is going to take it out, but oh my effing god! I was about to lose two things in the same episode! Just when I was talking about how this game had suddenly started to fight back against me. I mean, it would have been very appropriate timing, let's be fair, but I don't want that to happen. Nobody wants that to happen. Unless I have some massive sadists watching me. Which, of course, considering what I've seen of the audiences for other Nuzlocks, might very well be the case, but... Alright, that guy over there looks like he is at least moving in a very predictable pattern, so I can avoid him. As I was saying, very predictable pattern. I didn't trust that dirt mound to not contain a trainer in it. Well, I'm at the bottom. I'm pretty sure that getting to the bottom was in fact the point here, so... Yeah, it might be inside that door there that I'm supposed to go now. I have this nagging... It felt to me like that guy was going to turn around and talk to me about something. But he didn't. Oh, that's the Ice Stone. This is the place where if I had an Eevee, I would be able to evolve it to Glaceon. But why would I want to evolve it to Glaceon? Glaceon is an Ice type. And you see, Ice types are very frail. And typically you're better served just having non-Ice types with Ice moves. Much like how I defeated Cynthia's Garchomp last time. Well, clearly this wasn't the place to go. Actually, now I'm glad I didn't encounter something there. Not that I have any use for an Everstone, but, you know. Was this where I came from? No. And Team Plasma. Of course! I'm going to put Hogan ahead again, because I'm going to assume that out of anything I have, he is the one best equipped to deal with Team Plasma. Pretty strong, but you're only strong because you trainers are controlling Pokemon. So if you want to set Pokemon free, if that's what you want, you should start with your own. But taking people's Pokemon by force is not right. That is not real strength. Hey, there you are! We found that thing we were looking for. We should head for the tower now. Get this! Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. We must use force in order to right the wrongs of the world. Now let's gather around our king, our Lord N. I guess there wasn't a fight, but nice actually. Those guys, I don't know what they've found, but they go the extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. Vega, I'm going to stay here for a while. I want to think a little bit about what the champion asked me. What do I want to do with my power after I get strong? And why do I want to be strong in the first place? Right, and... Hello Vega, how's Embor? His name is Hogan and he is doing just fine, thank you very much. Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be the Unova region's oldest building. Stories say it's the place where the legendary Pokémon came to life or where they remain in deep slumber. I know it's just past Icarus City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows because no one has ever been inside. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. What? There's something I don't know? That kind of feeling is pure adventure. And I'm not too old for some adventuring. Away I go to have a look at Dragon Spiral Tower. Catch you later. Well that was kind of unnecessary. Well, I guess it was just to establish the lore about Dragon Spiral Tower, but in any case, I have a dead teammate to bury. Paola, I am so sorry for this. I was going to have you with me till the end, and then I was going to introduce you to Orson, and then you two were totally going to hit it off and get married. Unfortunately, it was not to be. Goodbye, my friend. Well, with the water types I have, I guess Madoka is the logical choice, but it's going to be such a pain to level her up. That said, there is also something else I should do here. Namely... Oh, wait a second. How was I actually planning on doing this? Yeah, I suppose Death Drill is indeed the other thing that's going to come in here. I mean, I also wanted to add Vegeta, but... Actually, just for the next gym, I suppose Vegeta is a better option, but then again, it's ice types. Do I really need to be that prepared for ice types? They are ice types! Actually, going to bring him along anyway. Well, there is also stuff that I can catch in this city. So, yeah. Now, I believe the odds are like... There's 40% chance of getting a dupe, 40% chance of getting something cool, and something cool did indeed show up. And then the remaining 20% was something super lame, which I would never have wanted because it was super lame. Oh dear, that's not doing much at all, is it? So this is gonna take a while. At the same time, it's doing even less to me. Right, its HP is in the red. It is time to throw a netball, because I believe this thing is a bug type, and so that will be effective. Then again, so would a dusk ball, but Right. Now, what do I call him? Snail Pokemon, eh? For some reason, I am just now thinking of Nail. Ah, that was a terrible impression of Super Kamiguru. And for anyone who doesn't get that, go watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Seriously, it is like the funniest thing ever. Now, up here is the Dragon Spiral Tower outskirts, which count as a separate area from the Dragon Spiral Tower inside, so... Druddigon! Not as cool as the dragon type I already have, but it's a Druddigon! Actually, it might have some sort of fire moves, so I should probably tread carefully with this thing. Though it's also pretty much guaranteed to have rough skin, so I'm going to get hurt by attacking it. And yes, I knew that Flame Charge wasn't going to be particularly effective, but again, I wanted to be careful. Like, I think I should at least try to get it down into the yellow before I throw a ball at it. Just because, I mean, it's a dragon type. It's probably not going to have the highest catch rate in the world. That's gonna be resisted. Before I throw a ball, I'm going to heal up again. Alright. Actually, I think the Dusk Ball has pretty much the exact same colors as a shiny Druddigon, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on, for some reason I have to check that. It kinda does. So, that's a thing. Now, your name shall be... Well, I mean, since I couldn't use it for the Axew, I suppose. Why not? Smaug. Now, I need my team to grow up one level more before I can enter the gym. And I need Madoka to grow a lot more if she is going to be in any way useful to me. And of course, seeing how the experience in this system scales, in this game scales, she is going to get a lot of experience from the first Audino that I kill with her holding the experience share. So, sorry, my brain just froze for a second there. But before I go about fighting those guys, the Audinos that is, I'ma heal up again. Although, come to think of it, I believe this is the city in which I get Brick Break. With that being the case, I should first look around to get Brick Break. Huh. Kind of foreshadowing the next game, actually, where Bryson, the gym leader in this game, in this particular city, actually turns out to be a movie star. Because there's like a movie studio in Black and White 2 that you can visit and make movies there. Which is probably the only kind of just non-battling minigame that I've actually been interested in. What can I say? It's just kind of fun to make silly movies. Right, so that's stuff. What sort of question are you going to ask me? The opposite of analog? Are you going to give me alternatives? I do believe that the thing that I'm supposed to be looking for is digital. Yes. And I am correct. Now do I get something amazing? That's super lame. Seriously. Don't waste my time or I'm going to put your house on fire. In that case, is it the Pokemon fan club that gives me the stuff? I can't find it. I'm sure it's supposed to be here. So, where? Oh, that's where. Alright then. If I'm not mistaken, I can also get Flamethrower around here somewhere, or maybe that's on the way to the next town over. But at least it has been recommended to give Embor flamethrower, simply because it's much stronger than flame charge, and its base attack and special attack is exactly the same. Even though with Hogan's nature being what it is, his attack is way higher than his special attack. Actually, it's so much higher that I'm not even sure that flamethrower would be worth it. At least the difference would be kind of minuscule. Ah. I was about to say that it was right here that I could get flamethrower, but apparently it wasn't. In any case, level grinding. Aren't you excited? Because I'm not. Level grinding is actually rather boring. Well, Hogan, show this Audino your new move of powerfulness. If only you had dealt a tiny bit more damage. Well, the Audino killed itself, so whatever. And Madoka did indeed get a lot of experience. Like, Hogan was holding the experience share, but Madoka still gained so much more than him. Nice. She doesn't need Bubble Beam. She will eventually get Surf. Vega has once again suffered the tragic loss of a dear friend. Now, will she be able to defeat the Ice Gym? Is that even a question? Of course she is, but find out next time.